We see the extensive use of Venn diagram in the operation of sets. So the fundamental operations on sets are union of two sets, intersection of two sets, difference of two sets, complement of a set, symmetric difference of two sets.
Now let us see what is union of two sets.
Let A and B be any two sets. The union of two sets A and B is denoted by the symbol A union B. Is the set which consists all the elements of the two sets A and B. And the common elements of the sets A and B are being taken only once. The symbol U is used to denote the union. So the set A union B is defined as the set X such that either X in A or X in B. Suppose if I take any element X from the set A union B, either that element X, either it belongs to the set A or it belongs to the set B. For example, here we have the two sets A and B. A has the elements A, B and the set B has the elements C, D, E. So then the set A union B consists all the elements of A and B. See, suppose if you take any element from A union B, see you can see that either that element belongs to the set A or it belongs to the set B. See in this example, see here we can see for the two sets A and B, the elements 1 and 2 are common to both the sets A and B. So in writing A union B, the elements 1 and 2 we have to write only once. And the remaining elements of A and B, that is 3, 5, 6 are listed in A union B. Now let's see the Venn diagram of A union B. See, when the two sets A and B have some common elements, then the Venn diagram of A union B is given in this figure. Here the orange color shaded portion represents the set A union B. Suppose if the two sets A and B are disjoint sets. See what is meant by disjoint? See, disjoint means the two sets A and B do not have any elements in common. Then the Venn diagram of A union B is given in this figure. Here the yellow color shaded region represents the set A union B. See, when B is the subset of A, here the small circle represents the set B and the big circle represents the set A. Then this pink color portion represents the set A union B. See, if B is a subset of A, then A union B is nothing but the set A itself, which is one of the property of union. See, in all the above cases, we have A and B are the subsets of A union B.
Also, we have X is not an element of A union B if and only if X is not an element of A and X is not an element of B. And these two are the properties of union of two sets.
Let's see what is intersection of two sets. Given A and B be any two sets. The intersection of two sets A and B is denoted by A intersection B. This is called intersection operator. This set A intersection B is the set which consists all the elements that are common to both the sets A and B. And the symbol intersection, this is used to denote the intersection. And the set A intersection B is defined as the set X such that where X is an element of both the sets A and B. See, in this example, the set A has 1, 2, 3 as its element and the set B has 2, 1, 5, 6 as its elements. See, what are the common elements for both the sets A and B? 1 and 2. So, this 1 and 2 are the elements of the set A intersection B. Now, let's see the Venn diagram of A intersection B. When the two sets A and B have some common elements, then the Venn diagram of A intersection B is given in this figure. See here, this yellow color shaded portion represents the set A intersection B. See, suppose if the two sets A and B are disjoint sets. So there is no common elements for the two sets A and B. So we have A intersection B is an empty set. So the Venn diagram is given in this figure. See, A intersection B is an empty set. So that's why there is no shaded portion in this figure. When B is the subset of A, then the Venn diagram of A intersection B is given in this figure. Here, this yellow color shaded portion represents the set A intersection B. That is, if B is the subset of A, then A intersection B is the set B. See, which is one of the property of intersection of the two sets. And in all the above cases, we can observe this A intersection B is the subset of both A and B.
And we have X is not an element of A intersection B if and only if X is not an element of A or X is not an element of B. These two are the properties of intersection of two sets.
The first property is the commutative law for union of two sets, which states that A union B equal to B union A. See, already we know the Venn diagram for A union B. Here, this orange color shaded portion represents the set A union B as well as the set B union A. So, using this Venn diagram, we can easily prove the commutative law A union B equal to B union A. Similarly, the commutative law for the intersection of two sets is A intersection B equal to B intersection A. See, in this Venn diagram, the green color shaded region represents both the sets A intersection B and B intersection A. So, thus the commutative property holds for both the operators union and intersection. The next one is associative law. In associative law, changing the place of parenthesis will not affect the net result. See, the associative law which states A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. See, in the left hand side, the parenthesis is given for B union C. And in the right hand side, the parenthesis is given for the set A union B. But A union B union C and this A union B union C both are one and the same. So let's verify this by using the Venn diagram. First we draw the Venn diagram for the set given in the left hand side. Next we draw the Venn diagram for the right hand side. Let's check whether the two Venn diagrams are same. See, to draw the Venn diagram for the set which is given in the left hand side, first we have to draw the Venn diagram for the set which is inside the bracket. So let's see the Venn diagram of B union C. See, this pink color region represents B union C. So next we have to find A union B union C. So with the region B union C, we have to combine the region of A. So which is given in this Venn diagram. So which is the Venn diagram of A union B union C. So now let's see the Venn diagram for the set given in the right hand side. So first we have to draw the Venn diagram for the set which is inside the bracket. So this pink color shaded region represents A union B. So now we have to find A union B union C. That is, we have to include the region of C to the region A union B. So which is given in this Venn diagram, which is A union B union C. So for both left hand side and the right hand side, we get the same Venn diagram. So the associative property holds for the union operator. Okay. Next, let's see the associative property for intersection, which states that A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection B intersection C. First, let's draw the Venn diagram of A intersection B intersection C. In that, first we have to give preference to the set which is given in the bracket. So, which is the Venn diagram of B intersection C. This is the region, this orange color region is the region which is common to both B and C. So now next we have to find A intersection B intersection C. So that is we have to find what is the common region for the set A and this B intersection C. So which is given in this Venn diagram. So this is the region common to A intersection B intersection C. So now let's see the Venn diagram of this A intersection B intersection C. So first let's find the Venn diagram for the set A intersection B, which is inside the bracket. So this orange color region represents A intersection B, that is which is the region common to both A and B. So now with this we have to take intersection with the set C, that is we have to find the region common to both C and this A intersection B. So which is this region, this orange color region is A intersection B intersection C. So both left hand side and the right hand side have the same region. So the associative property holds for intersection operator. Next, law of identity. The algebraic operators like addition and multiplication have defined identities, which does not change the other operand of the operator. See, for example, if we add 0 to a number, then the number remains same. Hence, 0 is the additive identity. Similarly, if we multiply 1 to a number, then the number remains same. So 1 is the multiplicative identity. See here, this union is the operator and the set A is the operand. The set A remains same when we take the union with the empty set. So hence, empty set is the union identity. For example, the set A has the elements A, B, C, D and the empty set which has no elements.
So, A union pi is the set which consists all the elements of A and pi, which are A, B, C, D. Therefore, A union pi is the set A.
Next, the law of identity for intersection. The set intersection with the universal set yields the set itself. Hence, universal set is the identity of the intersection operator. See here, the set A intersection with the universal set will give the set A itself. Thus, universal set is the identity for the intersection operator. See, for example, now the set A has the elements A, B, C, D and the universal set consisting the elements from A to Z, which are all letters of English alphabets. So now what are the common elements for the set A and the universal set? That is A, B, C, D. So that A, B, C, D is given in the set A intersection U. That is the universal set. So thus A intersection universal set is the set A itself. So the law of identity holds for union and intersection operator. The next one is idempotent law. Idempotent means unchanged. For example, the numbers 0 and 1 are idempotent under multiplication. See, if we multiply 0 with 0 any number of times, we get 0 only. Similarly, if we multiply 1 with 1 any number of times, we get 1. So, thus 0 and 1 are idempotent. Literally, idempotent means when a number multiplied by itself will give the same number. See, but here in set theory, idempotent means the union and the intersection of any set with itself will revert the same set. See, here we have A union A is the set A. Here we can see that the union operation is carried out again and again for the set A to itself will lead the same set A. Here we have one example, that is the set A consisting the elements A, B, C, D. And we are taking the union of the set A with itself. So again it has the elements A, B, C, D. So we have A union A is the set A. And now coming to the intersection, we have A intersection A is A. And also if we take the intersection many times to set A to itself will give the set A. See, for example, here the set A has the elements A, B, C, D. So what are the common elements for A and A? Again we have A, B, C, D as the elements. So A intersection A is the set A. Next one is law of universal set. See, we know already all sets are subsets of universal set for a given context. See here, S is the universal set and we have S union A is the set S. See here the set S consisting the elements from 1 to 10 and the set A has the elements 2, 4, 6, 8. So what is now S union A? S union A is the set consisting the elements from 1 to 10. So that is S union A is S. See now S intersection A is the set A, where S is the universal set. And here for the set S and A, what are the common elements for both the sets, which are 2, 4, 6, 8. So S intersection A is A. Distributive property. Here the intersection operator is distributed over the union operator. And we have A intersection B union C is A intersection B union A intersection C. And here the union operator is distributed over the intersection operator. And we have A union B intersection C is A union B intersection A union C. We verify these two distributive properties easily by using the Venn diagram.
Now let's see the analytical proof of distributive law, commutative law, associative law, law of identity and universal law.